Hi, my name is Cam Smith with ISN reporting for Friday, October the 11th. Thank you for tuning in.
It's rivalry week in British Columbia High School football in Victoria, and we have a double header on tap with the junior varsity and varsity Mount Doug Rams heading into Goudy Field to take on the ever-dangerous Belmont Bulldogs. First up, the junior varsity Rams take their 5-0 record into Goudy Field to take on a 2-3 Belmont Bulldogs team who made it all the way to the provincial finals last year. This game has been marked on football enthusiast calendars for months, and crowds come out in droves to watch another chapter of this heated rivalry unfold well into the evening. One thing's for certain, this Belmont program sure knows how to put on a football game. They got music, they got color commentary, they got lots of moxie, and I'll tell you, this is a beautiful setting at Goudy Field in Langford.
West Coast, the best coast. We got the baddest B word.
Let me get two claps, two smash, and a
hoo-ah! First-year junior varsity quarterback Malik Gagne-Smith gets the call for the Rams, where another first-year player, Hudson Poppet, will be under center for the Dogs. The talent on the field is some of the best in the province, which bodes well for a game that is sure to live up to its billing. It's high school football in Victoria, and this is junior varsity football. And Belmont gets ready to return the opening kick by the Mount Doug Rams. Ben Mounier in a kicker. He boots a little squib kick. That's right to Billy Dose, but Jaden Kohler-Scott knocks it loose. Bryce Ruther all over for the recover, and Mount Doug starts this game off with a textbook onside kick recovery. And on the ensuing drive, Malik would hand the ball off to Miltiadis Coulilis. Take it to the outside. Nice blocking up front. That's a touchdown right there. Mount Doug gets on the board first. And the Rams, no doubt about it, they're going for a 2-point conversion. Malik with the rollout. Nice pass into the hands of Bryce Ruther. That makes it 8-0 for the Rams early on in this game. Belmont's first possession, Hudson Poppet with a nice toss. Outside, there goes Lou. Lou has some real estate here. He's got good blockers up front, but he's finally taken out down around the 25-yard line. And Lou would continue to play a factor on this drive. He'd bring the ball down to the 12-yard line, but he's caught by TJ Daw. TJ Daw with a nice tackle. Finish up by Tyson Champion. Belmont still driving deep in Rams territory. Hudson Poppet, he would take the snap, hand off to Witt. Witt up the middle. Dorian Way would stuff the run, but Witt back to Poppet. But Ben Mounier, he'd sniff this one out with a nice tackle. And the Dogs will go for it on fourth down. Hudson Poppet takes a snap, one-hands it, toss over to Lou, up the middle with Sebastian Sabat. He would take care of business. That young man, he is a presence. That's a first-year junior varsity player, and he sheds the block nicely with a beautiful tackle, stopping the run and shutting down the Belmont Bulldogs. And that would result in a turnover on downs, but the Rams couldn't do anything on offense. They end up with a pooch punt right up to midfield. Malik Gagne-Smith with the punt, and Bo Lewis never won. He would take the ball, running up, but Bryce Ruther with a beauty of a tackle. And on the Dogs drive, Finn Duncan, he'd take the handoff from Hudson Poppet. He'd try and hit the edge, but Caden Harris would meet him and greet him. He would launch the ball loose at Ben Mounier. This is a seeing eye dog, this young man. He finds fumble recoveries all day long. Rams fullback Kaden McMay right up the gut, but he is met by Braden Look. He launches the ball loose. Quentin Eugene with the fumble recovery. This seems to be an epidemic. Holding on to the ball today. Dogs ball, first down. And ball security would continue to be a problem in this game. Hudson Poppet over to Lou with the toss going on the left side. Champion is there with a nice hit. That ball is chopped out again. And look who's there but Jin Gashi with the fumble recovery. Now it's the Rams ball. They have it back. And the Rams would march down the field on this nice pass by Malik Gagne-Smith right over to TJ Daw. That is a beautiful play right there. That gets yardage and sets him up nicely for this nice pitch to Miltiadis Coulilis, a.k.a. Milk Daddy. He goes in untouched for the touchdown. That's a beauty. The Rams would miss the 2-point conversion, but they are up 14-0. Rams driving again in the second quarter. Here's Jacob Greenway now. Jacob Greenway taking it to the outside, but Braden, look, that's a ankle biter right there. Nice tackle, saving the touchdown. But on the next play at the 4-yard line, Malik Gagne-Smith with the fake handoff, he would find Bryce Ruther in the end zone. That is touchdown. Nice catch by Bryce. 2-point conversion once again for these Rams. Malik Gagne-Smith over to Jacob Greenway. These two have been doing it for years at the community level, and this connection continues at the high school level for these two junior varsity first-year players. And late in the fourth quarter, Belmont Bulldogs with the ball. Finn Duncan, he would take this one. He would run it right up the middle, but he is hit by Tyson Champion. That is a rock shot right there. Belmont still with the ball. Hudson Poppet would take the snap. He's looking for somebody downfield. Nobody there. He fakes out Jacob Thor. That's a nice job there, but he's met by Tyson Champion. That is a beautiful hit. Tosses Poppet to the ground. Poppet gets right up. That's a tough little customer right there. Late in the first half, Hudson Poppet, he'd look for somebody again, looking downfield, dancing around. There seems to be good coverage. Once again, he takes off. He's a good runner, but Ben Mounier stops him in his tracks. That would end the first half, 22-0 Rams. Start of the second half, Rams with the ball. Malik Gagne-Smith rolls out to the right, over to Jacob Greenway. That's a 13-yard pickup. And after that, he would throw again to the left side to Greenway. This connection looking good in this game today, folks. Then the ball would be handed off to Dimitri Blocker, but he would be met hard by Donaldson and big Malcolm Fraser. That's good to see Mr. Fraser taking care of business. He is a spark plug for this Belmont squad. And on the next play, Jacob Greenway getting the ball once again, but Quentin Eugene in the backfield, taking him down for a loss. That is a nice play by Quentin, sniffing that one out. And still 22-0 Rams in the fourth quarter. Liam Warden into punt, and Witt comes untouched. And he puts him down at the 13-yard line. That is a Belmont Bulldogs ball. First and 15 after a false start for the Belmont Bulldogs. Hudson Poppet takes the snap. He would look for Bo Lewis Nevermont, and they would connect. And Bo with a nice cutback, and they would take that just about enough for a first down. And on the next play, Belmont looking to put one in the end zone. Witt would take the handoff from Hudson Poppet. Ben comes out of the backfield, just about has him, but this kid is dangerous. Witt pounds his way all the way into the end zone. That is an impressive run by this athletic young man. That makes the score 30-7. Mount Dog now coming out of the I formation. And late in the fourth quarter, that is Milk Daddy. That's a nice run, just about enough for a first down. And the Rams continue to drive out of this formation. Malik Gagne-Smith over to Milk Daddy. This young man, he is dangerous in space. That's for a first down for this second-year junior varsity player. And on the same drive, second and goal, Mount Dog, and that is Milk Daddy takes this one in. He's rumbling, he's bumbling, he's doing somersaults. He's got a touchdown, folks. And the Rams continuing with their success on their 2-point conversions. Smith over to Milk Daddy once again. He's in for the touchdown, 30-7. You could make that one a final. Folks, both teams played really hard in this much anticipated rivalry. This was a big matchup, and I'll tell you, for these defenses, they stepped their game up today, but the difference was this Mount Doug's offense. We caught up with Miltiades Koulilis for his thoughts on the game.
Well, I was really nervous, yeah. We practiced for it, right? We watched game film. We worked our asses off in practice, and I'm really excited that we got the win today. Got 3 touchdowns. It's nice. That drive, it was nerve-wracking for me, right? Got some big players. Shout out to Malcolm Fraser. Right? He's a big guy. He's a good, skilled player. First drive, it was tough, but we got a touchdown, and that's 6-0.
Tell me about that last drive, because you got in the I formation, and that's a different look, and that worked really well. Tell me about that drive.
The last formation, we just wanted to run the clock out, get the time down and score while we're at it, right? Threw the ball really well. His handoffs were nice and low for me, right? He put it in there, and he was a good leader for the team.
We started off really well, and we did again challenge our guys. Let's play our very best early on in the game. And then it got a little bit disjointed for us, and we have to clean up the penalties. And a lot of those were certainly working against us, putting us in bad field position. Overall, missing a couple of guys, our starting quarterback and another key player. I thought our kids did really well. We had some other guys step into those positions and do a real good job. So overall, good effort. Are there some things to improve upon? Absolutely. And then we'll get back at it tomorrow and Monday. Malik is just an awesome, awesome kid, and he played really, really well. And I think that if he had, you know, a little bit of luck on his side, he's completing even more passes, but he made some dynamite throws. He is, and I had no worries about coming into this game having Malik playing quarterback. He did a great job. We love him as a receiver, but he did an awesome job as far as being a quarterback today.
You know, a little break in between. You got JV, and then you're heading to a Friday Night Lights game with Belmont. You know, it's a broadcast game. Pretty big hype around this game, man. Just heading into that, it must be different. It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. You know, we certainly don't schedule double headers, but you know, that wasn't our call. But hey, we're gonna come out, play the game, and we just really need to have a great effort by all our players, and we'll go from there.
As we fast forward to just about the start of the Varsity game, that's the nightcap of this doubleheader, we caught up with Belmont Bulldogs wide receiver and defensive back Bo Lewis Nevermont on his thoughts on the junior varsity game.
It was awesome. I was really focused. My team was really focused. And unfortunately, it didn't go the way we planned, but it was an awesome day. It's amazing. We're all family. We're all in it together. And just the facilities that we work at are amazing.
The crowd out tonight, I haven't seen this before. Can you tell me about this, that whole thing?
It's awesome. It's awesome. We're all going for Belmont. Horns down, baby. Yeah.
And Bo is absolutely spot on. The atmosphere for this Friday Night Lights game is incredible. The level of fan support for both schools, along with community interest, is a testament to where this competitive rivalry is today. The Rams roll into Goudy, coming off a convincing 34-0 thrashing of Notre Dame that brings their regular season record to 1-2, while this tough Belmont Bulldog squad are off to a slow start to the season at an 0-3 mark. This game has many storylines off the field, but the focus is on the players and the game these young men love to play. The teams are jacked up and ready to get this party started, and what is sure to be an electric atmosphere in the stands and on the field. This is Friday Night Lights football in Langford, and this is Varsity football. And on the opening kickoff, Mount Tug Rams Luciano Coombs just pounds this ball. That's in for the single point. No return on the play. And Belmont would be forced to punt after only getting one first down on their initial drive. Lyndon Williams with the catch. He would toss it right over to Joe Lucas, and he has a strong run going up the right-hand side. But hello, here comes Jared Steele from behind. Here going nowhere today. That is a nice tackle. Oh, a little melee going on the side there, and that sets the tempo for this game. Now Doug driving on the first possession. Hunter Swift with a toss to Jackson Reed on a reverse. Here comes Joe Lucas. Lucas going to the outside, but here comes Hardesty with a nice tackle. And after the play, Rose Burfella going at it. Jared Steele just cleans house here. There is laundry everywhere. I'm telling you, this is a heated contest. This is off to some sort of game here. And after all the penalties are assessed, here comes grade 10 student. This is Hunter Swift. He finds Glenn Rose into the end zone for the touchdown. That's going to put Mount Dog up in this game early. They would miss the extra point, but that's still 7-0 Mount Dog Rams. And Belmont continues to have problem moving the ball because of plays like this by Peter Primo, cleaned up by Logan Ward. That is big-time pressure right there coming through a Belmont offensive line plagued by injuries. And on a poor punt, that sets up Mount Dog with good field position. And Reed on the read option. He is going all the way. That's a double read for you right there. And that is a touchdown, Mount Dog Rams. You gotta love that. This new running option that Mount Dog has with Reed, this is pretty special going on early on in the season. 14-0 Rams still in the first quarter. Belmont's pinned deep. Look for Peter Primo from Mount Dog in the middle. He's going to blitz on the play. He's going to take care of business. That's a tackle for loss right there. Peter Primo, he is on fire and excited. Look out for this man today. Belmont would give up the safety, 16-0 Rams, and Jackson Reed, beautiful blocking on this play. Jackson Reed with a huge run. That is going deep in Belmont territory. That's going to set them up nicely for the exact same play. This is like watching a replay. Here we go. There's the read option. There's a good blocking, and there they go. There goes Jackson Reed all the way in. He's down to about the 5-yard line on this play. Second quarter changing ends. Rams with the ball. They give it right to Jackson Reed. In for the touchdown. Touchdown, Mount Dog Rams. That's his second of the day for Jackson Reed. looking good on this Friday night. Belmont cheerleaders trying to fire up their team, but the Dogs will be forced to punt once again. This time it'll go right to Joe Lucas. Lucas with the run up the side, but Sterling May with a nice tackle. Sterling's gotta love that. This young man trying to fire up his team, get them going. And Mount Dog mixing it up a bit. Here comes Hunter Swift. Nice toss over to Jordan Clark. He's going nowhere because Jared Steele with a beautiful hit. Nice tackle, and that crowd gets fired up, and that's the way to go. This all starts with tempo, and this defense is getting fired up today. But this Mount Dog defense, this line is playing so well. They're busting through. That's a herd of Rams licking their chops. They are looking good, looking strong, and taking care of business. Belmont giving up another safety, 25-0 Rams. It's Hunter Swift on an RPO, right up to Jackson Reed. Jackson Reed, he's got some daylight down the sideline. He's trying to tiptoe. Oh, a little bit of a late hit maybe on that one. But you got to check this out. Look at this man holding the play signs. He gets taken out hard. Big time down on the shoulder, on the head. Play signs all over the place. But you got to love this. He just gets up right away. You know, a couple Belmont kids over, giving him a little congratulations. Picks up those signs. Oh no, forget that. He got to pull his pants up. And you know what? That's one tough customer right there, folks. The Dogs defense forced Mount Dog to punt. And on the ensuing drive, we have Simon Hales. Simon Hales with a beautiful pass right over to Jared Hardesty. Hardesty going in. He's got the corner, and he is in. Maybe he's not. The Belmont seems to think he's in, but he's not. So they rush right up to the line. Time running out in the first half, and they got to clock this one. They got to save it. Belmont last play of the first half looking to make the most of their opportunities. Jared Hardesty tries to go in, but Peter Primo meets him and greets him, and he pushes him back. That stuffs the run, and that's where it's going to end in the first half. 25-0 Rams in this spirited affair at Goudy Field on this Friday night. Start of the first half, Rams driving. Jordan Clark with the ball, goes right up the middle, but Joe Rim just meets him and tosses him backwards. That is a nice play by this young man. But the Dogs would stop the Rams on this drive, but not before Luciano Coombs was what looks to be about a 40-yard field goal, which is good, putting the Rams up 26-0. But equally impressive on this field goal was the hold by Ashton Rita. Look at that, that's a beauty. Snags it right out of the air. Good for you, Mr. Rita. And Belmont with the ball at their 20-yard line. Simon Hales would throw this nice pass right to Jared Steele. That'd be for a first down right there, folks. And that drive would unfortunately peter out. Now Rams driving again in Belmont territory. Peter Primo with the ball, but he is met by Matt Tanaka. And that kid loves that. That's a nice tackle on a nice stop right there. And Jaden Playfair in a quarterback for the Belmont Bulldogs. And look out, he's going right up the middle, but he is met by Kai Harris. And then a herd of Rams on him again, pushing him back. And on the very next play, Jaden Playfair in motion. It would be a swing pass, but Kai Harris greets him hard. I don't know about that. That is pretty tough right there. That young man, he's shook up. And late in the fourth quarter, Peter Primo coming in under center for the Mount Dog Rams. Second effort would punch this one in. They would make the convert. That would make this one 34-0 Rams. Then Belmont with the ball, midfield. Here goes Playfair. Playfair, he runs out to the left. He goes hard, and he is met by Brandon Turnbull. That is a rock shot right there. I don't know about that one either, but I'll tell you what. This thing is getting heated up right now. And this Mount Dog Ram defense, they are not going to lay back. They are coming hard and coming strong, and they're coming in droves. That is another herd of Rams all over Playfair. Things are getting testy. Things are getting heated. Then Playfair, he's going to roll out to the right on this play, and he is going to find Burfello, and Burfello is going to go cut it up the middle, but he is met by Brandon Turnbull, and he seems to be rolled right over. And things just continue to escalate in this game. Refs trying to do their job, get it under control. Tempers are flaring. But, you know, Belmont, they're frustrated right now. Mount Dog, they're still hitting hard in this 34-0 game. I don't know what to say about it, but I'll tell you what. This has been a heated affair all week. This is spilled right onto the field. But this has been a strong football game and a good showing by, forget the score. It's been a good showing by both squads. We got an injury on the field. That's what we care about right now. Mark Townsend comes out. He tells his team just to back off and get out of here. But it's good to see Burfellow. He gets up and he's walking off the field. That's really good to see. And both coaches, they're on the field now. They're having a chat. This doesn't look too friendly of a chat to me. But I'll tell you what, this game is over. I guess it's called by the refs. I really don't know. And tell you what, I really don't care. That was a fine football game to watch. There's a lot of storylines in this game. But you know what? Mount Doug won 34-0. Both teams played hard. Both teams played good. You got to tip your caps to this Belmont football team. They came out. These kids played hard. This has been a heated battle all week, folks. And it's right here on the field. That's where they finished it. Mount Doug won 34-0. But I love this football program from Belmont. They did a good job. This was a doubleheader. Lots of fun. Everybody came out. And you got to love that part of it because football is about community and about getting people out to the game. Sometimes it doesn't end well, but so be it. It is what it is. Mount Doug, 34-0. Here's Mark Townsend with his thoughts on the game.
That first half, and really for 2 solid quarters, I think that's probably the best football that we've played all year. And again, we challenged the kids to play their very best, and we got off to a great start. And our kids continue to just play and play and play, which is just awesome, because that is a very good Belmont team, and just really happy and really proud of the way that those guys kind of matched them and exceeded in many ways. Yeah, that was strong running, and let's look at our offensive line, because some of those runs, he was untouched. And you start with Jackson McHugh and Matt Onstead, Caleb Carrier, Logan Ward, Roman DeJulia. Give them a lot of credit, because in the first half, yes, we were able to run the ball. And give credit to Jackson Reed, give equal credit to those offensive linemen. He did just an outstanding job. The thing about the Western Conference, it's a battle every single game. So we're going to enjoy this victory, and then we're playing a really good Carson Graham team next week. And, we'll enjoy this, but starting tomorrow, now we got to focus on Carson Graham. And that's the thing about that real tough Western Conference at the AAA level. All the teams, great parity, fantastic parity. So we're going to have to be ready. Go Rams!
Oh, it's just our O-line's been playing well. We've been knowing each other for a while. We've played probably 3 to 4 years together. Can't really get much closer than that. Every day together, just great atmosphere. We didn't want to take the foot off their throat. We just wanted to hit them hard, keep on hitting them, make sure they couldn't get up, and make them want to quit football. Nowhere but up, but it's just a great feeling. Just starting off bad, but we came back and working as a team now.
Well, we had a fire, and on Monday it started off as 1, and then it built up progressively, and then today it got to 5, and we whooped them. That's how it is. There's a lot of Belmont fans, and it's pretty upsetting for them that they have to pay $5 to see their team get whooped. Yeah, well, every year I've been in high school, we've started off slow. We've been losing games, and then eventually we just click, and then it all comes together and we start winning games, we start rolling. We don't take any more L's after we start rolling, and then we end up winning the championship. That's what we did last year. I think we're going to do it again this year.
What an exciting day of football. Let's recap this. 30-7, the junior varsity Rams over Belmont. And then the nightcap, what a game that was. 34-0, the Rams over the Dogs. You got to tip your hat. Like I said before, this Belmont program, they just put on a really good show today. A lot of people came out. It was fun. It was what you could ask for on a Friday night lights game. Everything leading up to it was, I think, what we saw. And it was a fun game to watch. It had a lot of storylines. And you know what? You got to get out in the community. You got to support these local events. My name is Cam Smith with ISN. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you on the field.